Yo, what's the crap, boys? The Denver Nuggets have beaten the Miami Heat in 5 games. They're the champs. I'm happy about this, bro. We have seen 5 different champions in the last 5 years. Obviously, Jokic got his ring. He is now arguably a top 25 player. Top 5 center, that's up for debate. I don't really want to talk about that. He's only 28 or some shit. Like, he's not even 30 yet. Let's chill on that. Jamal Murray, one of the best comeback stories in sports. Tore his ACL, out for 2 years. You know what I mean? He thought he was going to get traded. Boom. Arguably their best player in this final series. Had 10 assists in all the other games. He was so elite this series. His comeback is inspirational. But this was definitely, in my opinion, the best game of this series. This was literally down to the last 20 seconds. And obviously, Jimmy Butler took a questionable free, but, it was more of a fuck it, I'm that guy sort of shot. Didn't go in, it is what it is, and then boom, the Denver Nuggets won. Like, the competitiveness of this game, Thunder, was absolutely unreal. Both teams were fighting with urgency. Miami believed they were going to come back 3-1. I don't care what you saw. It showed on the court. Bam was great tonight. That was the Bam they need for the rest of his career there. Completely aggressive, setting up plays for him, getting that, two-man game, hitting the mid-range, his soft touch, which obviously did miss a few shots. You're going to miss a few shots. It is what it is. But earlier on in this game, obviously it was close. Heat were playing good defense. The refereeing this game was very, odd. I can't lie. Jokic was in foul trouble. Aaron Gordon was in foul trouble. It seems like everyone was getting in foul trouble. The rest of them, wasn't there was a point in my mind, are they rigging this for the Heat? Then they'd miss calls for the Heat. Someone, I forgot who got fouled, complete slap on the wrist, a huge slap on the wrist. Compared to, what happened to LeBron against the Celtics. It was one of those, not called for foul, okay. Refereeing was very dodgy this game. Quite bad, especially for a finals game. But that first half, the 3-point shooting was non-existent. I think just before halftime, both teams had made a combined 4 3-pointers, especially Denver. Denver was shooting that. They're probably one of the best 3-point shooting teams. Everyone on the team can shoot the ball. It was not hitting for them. They were still down by 10-8. Obviously, second half, they take the lead and they kind of run away with it. Obviously, it was close. Jimmy Butler, he was, he says his ankle's, fine. Probably isn't, but at the same time, I don't know. A lot of players in this series have also had injuries and they're playing fine. Jimmy Butler, also the fourth quarter, he was he scored 9 straight. Obviously hit those 2 clutch threes to keep it close. That was the Jimmy Butler we needed to see. Obviously that last 3-point shot he took. My face is fat, bro. What the fuck? Anyway, took that last 3-point shot, missed it. Nuggets are the champions. The Heat were struggling to make, shots. It was, they were literally relying on Cody Martin, or Caleb Martin, Max Strus and Gabe Vincent to hit shots when Bam and, it makes no sense. I don't get it. They were literally relying on the role players. Tyler Hero was available for that game. I know you don't want to mess up the rotation. Tyler Hero is your best shot creator on your team. One of the best shot creators you've had on your team in the past few years. You had, Erik Spoelstra is one of the greatest coaches of all time, possibly the best coach of, this past decade and this decade. I disagree with him not playing Tyler Hero, especially, when Denver weren't hitting stuff. Miami couldn't even hit anything to, make a run. Tyler Hero would be perfect for that. Yes, he was injured. It would be hard to, come back. It'd be hard for him to get flowing. Maybe he'd have a rough shooting night. So maybe it's that. It's it is what it is. We did troll the scout report. Tyler Hero will be back for the NBA Finals. We laughed at it and they're there, but who cares? But this was just down. Denver was just the better team. I picked Heat in 7. I was just inspired by this run they were on. I thought they was going to do it. Obviously, I was picking Heat in 7, but I'm wrong. Obviously, I'm gonna be wrong. But in the back of my mind, Nuggets are probably gonna win. But if I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna choose the Heat. I just got a feeling. Obviously, Nuggets are just such a better basketball team than they play such fluent basketball. Jokic and Murray, 2-man games, absolutely unreal. Obviously, all the role players. Bruce Brown is going to get a bag. I don't know if he'll be on the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon played great. Their team is just so complete. Probably, one of the best coaching teams as well. Mike Malone's a great coach. They got good staff there. But a lot of times this series where Denver was not playing good and Miami were trying their best, playing good, and Denver was either winning or they were catching up. So you kind of knew this was going to be a Denver win after after 3-1 up, or during game 4, like, yeah, Denver's going to win this. You know, Miami definitely did believe they're going to come back 3-1. I know that. I know that for a fact. Bro, my face is so far. Another annoying thing Jimmy does, obviously, yeah, he does rely on, you know, a part of his game is against the free throw line. So many times he would drive, yeah, great. Not even look at the ball, he would just kick it out and then the play resets and, you know, they get off a bad shot or a shot clock violation. I hate it when he's did that. Like, Jimmy Butler, you're one of the best players in the NBA. Oh, as always, I do feel bad for Jimmy. Obviously, he's a certified Hall of Famer. There's no doubt. Jimmy Butler is making the Hall of Fame. If you think Jimmy Butler is a Hall of Famer, you're wrong. Oh my God, like, this guy spent his first few years as a bench player and he's going to make the Hall of Fame. That's inspirational. 30th pick. Obviously, his story is incredible. Bam Adebayo, in my opinion, is going to make the Hall of Fame. He's got a Defensive Player of the Year in him. I have a slight feeling the Miami Heat will be back in the finals this decade. Not with Jimmy Butler, it'll be Bam. And, like, whatever crazy move we do not see coming, you know, goes to the Heat. Maybe they get Dame and they make it again next year. Like, Celtics have got a lot of figuring out to do. The Sixers are just shit. I'm a Sixers fan. Like we're not winning shit. The Bucks, yeah, okay, new coach, assistant. You know, they got a new assistant coach, who's, you know, been assistant for a while. So, you know, he's got his shot. Who else? That's really about it. The Cavs. The Cavs obviously being a bit exposed. Knicks as well. The Knicks, like, do you know what I mean? It's going to be hard to get back to the finals. The Nuggets, though, honestly, I think this is one of, you know, this decade especially, this is one of the best champion teams. If the 4 champions, you know, championship teams that won the finals played in the tournament, I think it would be between 2020 Lakers and this Nuggets team of who would win, like, a best of 7 against all of them. I'd probably go with the Lakers because that Lakers team was just special. Like, the perfect formula of LeBron, AD, and good role players that can shoot and defend. Obviously, that's kind of what the Nuggets are. And you got Jokic and Murray. Like, Jokic was known as a bad defender. His defense stepped up these playoffs. Jokic arguably the best player in the league. There's no debate now. But yeah, the fourth quarter shooting really stopped the Heat from winning this game. It sucks to see, bro. Like, this was a great game as well. Like I said, down to the last minute. Tyler Hero should have been in that game, and they should not have been relying on their role players. Where do Miami go? I think a lot of changes are going to be made in Miami. I think you have to go all in on Dame. I don't think the Blazers... Portland should really rebuild around Dame. You've got a generational star waiting for you at pick number 3, regardless if it's Brandon Miller or Scoot Henderson. I think it will end up being Brandon Miller. I think the Hornets are setting up smoke screens for, like, trades or something. I don't know. I think they're just going to pick Scoot. Like, why wouldn't you? I think Brandon Miller's going to be a great player as well. I've made a video about that. But you got to go get Dame. Denver, obviously there's new CBA rules. You can't go over, like, a certain cap, like, whatever. So you need to figure out what you're going to do. But we have seen, like I said, we've seen 5 different champions in the past 5 seasons. That's not happened since the 70s, bro. Parity is truly back. Denver making it back next year, obviously that'll always be a discussion. Every time a team wins a championship, they're favorite to win it again. I don't think that's going to happen. I genuinely think it's just like a year by year run. Don't run. Denver Nuggets are going to my pick. They're probably going to be in the conference finals. We'll see what the Lakers do. You know, this Lakers team that they lost to. Oh yeah, people saying Denver's road was easy. Okay, 1 seed, you get that 8 seed all day. Like, that's the luxury of being a 1 seed. You get an easy playoff run. Second round, you faced arguably one of the best duo in the league, KD and Booker. Obviously, the depth was not there, so you kind of smoked them. So I understand that, but 7th seed, bro, that Lakers team was the best team post-trade deadline. If that Lakers team was from the start, the Lakers had that team to start the regular season, they are winning 60 games, and they are the 1st seed. Probably winning the championship. That's all I'm saying. More time together. Obviously, we'll see what they do. But Nuggets, man. First, we've seen 3 teams win their first championship in the past 5 years since the Golden State super team ended. The NBA's in a really good spot. I don't know who's going to repeat. I think it's going to be a while. Obviously, Nuggets are so good. They could easily repeat next year. But if I had to guess, it's not going to... Like, maybe OKC repeats. That's about it, though. I hope you enjoyed.